Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Why, hello there. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I do not need my glasses right now. I got the screen up close, but I'll remind myself my camera is here. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Happy Saturday to you. Is this a bonnet day? Is this a Maddie with a bonnet on day? Do I need to be that person? Is it possibly going to be that kind of review? Do we need to go in there? Do we need to just say, forget about the feelings, whatever the fandom has to say, oogity boogity spoogada wop wop, and all the rest of it? Because I kind of feel like being that person today after witnessing what was a stop in pits. No shade to the 3 times of the name that is Marsha, but that was boring. I was like, girl, y'all not saying what I need. Bianca having to yell at you from across the screen in colorful notations, and you want to be over here. It's fine. It's this, that, and the other. I want to talk about hairlines. I want to talk about bad walks. I want to talk about crap songs. I want to talk about a girl group challenge that needs to cease to exist in the United States of America, because we ain't had it since Destiny's Child, and we most certainly not over here going to the K-Pop Academy. I'll go MIA. Shout out to Cat's Eye. But yeah, I kind of feel like we need to do it today. If my screen is lagging in any sort of fashion, because right now the Wi-Fi is good on my end, refresh your screen. I'm putting on the bonnet today. I almost started it, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get my little speech out the way, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on my I'm at home, because I need to get in the kitchen with this one. We are. I love this show so very much. And y'all know, hey, most of you found me via Drag Race. And I'm not going to be too critical here because I still had a good time watching this episode. I just want to be kind of silly a little bit and go there. And if anybody doesn't understand my kind of humor, because sometimes they can take a joke and sometimes they can't, depending on who it comes from, this disclaimer is for you. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker, and you might be here for just a little while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat, and if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a grand old boot. And that gave me enough time to get the body together. For those of you who have been on this channel for quite some time and you've been here for a little bit, you know whenever we get the bonnet on, that means we just about to go in. If we putting our do-rags on, we putting our bonnets on, we putting our wave caps on, we doing it. This is for the culture. We gonna talk. We're in the kitchen now. All right. This ain't nobody else in the room. It's just us, Rant Pack. But I also want to just stress this again. I do not mean any ill will towards anybody on the show. I like this cast. There are some people I'm going, but other than that, it is what it is. And that lip sync. Did I do zoom ins today? Yes. Did I have a good time with this edit? Kind of, sort of. And so I just wanted, let people know, hey, we're here for fun. I promise you. Look, we're at Bob's Burgers. Okay, don't take me too seriously. We're part of the Fox Animation Sundays. You hear me? The animation block, if you will. I promise you, I'm not going to talk about too hard. I'm not going to go in on Manny Mango's wonky hairline when we were at the girl group challenge. I'm not going to talk about how 2 songs sounded like ass and the other song was designed to not be the one they wanted, but actually was the best song for the overlay track. And you know where I'm going with this. Like, we can talk about their little vocals that they were doing for the majority of all of this, but like the punk rock song, please, that one was clearly better than the other 2. I would have heard that and been like, I like disco and I like pop, but that one sounds actually kind of a lot better. To be very real with you, I'm not even in that genre. I would put on my best Fifi Dobson. I would have got my Willow, no Smith on the end of that. Okay, it'd have been a very transparent soul day for me. All right, having to work with Stiff Me Adams over there, but it is what it is. But we'll get to it. They were smart with Discord. They said, "Bitch, you just gonna stand here. We're gonna do all the movement. You're gonna move your hands a little bit and do ra cha 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 cha." It was something. But I'm going to tell you, do you all have a medic on standby? You must. This is a reality television show. You must have a medic on standby. Standby? Standby. I was just saying to myself, baby, I didn't know drag race and the football NFL had so much in common, because these concussions they need to get in line for. Are you insured? Because the way Mandy threw her whole head to the back of her head to that stage several times today, falling to her death, if you will. It was quite a sight to see. We'll get there. Also, did anyone else clock the runway category? And then you have T.S. Madison there. I was like, now why is that the category? No shade. I was like, now why is that the category? I was like, that lady don't like us. Ooh, she likes the ones she can use. But like, you know what? Because I know there's a stand somewhere in the room. Don't you be mad I came for your medical van, bus driving, naughty walls having. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. Let me do it from this girl, because I've been there too. Not on a live though. Oh, all right. Let me shut and get on with the show, right? It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is now X at the Matty-Rants. There's a Linktree link. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. I was able to finally get the Patreon video up. So I do have the reaction posted to, am I right? I did post it, right? Because it was really early this morning. Y'all don't know what happened. I had so much trouble getting the video posted last night. I was up until 4 a.m. and I finally figured it out. I have 3 hours of sleep in me right now, so please give me a break. This is low-key why I wanted to put my bonnet on and why I am low-key running on madness energy, so forgive me, all the people on this episode. I'm so sorry. You're going to get manic Maddie right now. But yeah, so Patreon, the reactions there, $1 a month. What? Go off. Do it, queen. Purr. All the whatever gay stuff you want to have in your life. Bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Affiliate partner Paramount Plus. Get a free week of Paramount Plus on me. All those links are, again, are in my About section. I also have a P.O. Box too. I got to pay that next week. So if you want to send anything Rant Pack Mail, I'd love to open it on live with you right now. I already gave the disclaimer. So again, this is just for fun. This is for entertainment. Please don't take me too seriously here. It's not that deep. If you want to take it there, that's your business, not my problem. Now, I also would like to throw in something else in there. It's a tippy jar if you feel like it. If you want to throw a little love my way, it does go a long way right now. Please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Rants, Cash App $924, and Venmo-Rants. Sorry, Venmo-Rants. I'm saying that so fast. We got to get the car worked on. I know it's still working, but we got to get it worked on. And anything and everything was super helpful. So thank you, especially because we have to use that car for work right now. But we're also trying to get another job. But I can use it for work right now. Yes, I did get approved for those programs with my vehicle. So we're going to be there. But I got some super chats too. Thank you. Monica. Bum, 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 bum. You know, every time I see you, we got to do the song. We got to do it. It's you. It's you, because it's not me. I'm Maddie, but it's you because you're Monica. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, OMG, I made it to a live. These edits have it in for Miss Discord. I cackled when she continued her march. Did I? Yes, I did, Monica. Please stay tuned. I most certainly had to break that down because they got her bad. low key. Marching the wooden soldier stomp. Sure, this is a bit she's doing. It's the fact that this time they showed her turning around as she was walking, still in the most odd positioning of her body, and then smiling back at the judges as they're cackling at her. I thought that was like one of the craziest things from this edit. I was like, damn, like you want us to know. Like, I mean, we do know, but it's like, when are you gonna let her know? When is she gonna be in the top of the bottom before you have this conversation about what is happening here? Because either you're living or you're not. I'm not. And some people, with this show, it's very interesting how the fandom will pick and choose what is iconic, okay, and what they find to be plausible and passable. Some other girl can't walk and you're going to read her for filth. This girl can't walk and now you're like, it's a bit. No. No. You saw the girl group challenge. No, they gave her light choreo and it was very well done for what it's worth. But when it came down to her part, I said these bitches are around her doing the full dance. She is Mariah Carey in this piece, except Mariah Carey went in an alternate direction. You know what I'm saying? But yes, thank you, Monica. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you, baby. And Drewski, to quote Janet via Gots to Be Real, I know that reference down. Even ants have a queen. Oh, I wish I could do Janet's voice in there. Even ants have a queen. To be real. Now I gotta watch Gots to Be Real today after I play some DBD because I haven't had no DBD time. Okay, we got to get to the show, everybody. This is going to be a little bit of a one because it's, a girl group episode. We got to talk about the girl groups. We got to talk about the runway, talk about the lip sync, and a little bit of Untucked. Untucked was okay this week, but yeah, we'll do it. Traitors season 4 has started. 3 people have already been eliminated. I was unfortunately spoiled by one traitor, and I know who one of them is. I made sure to use this eye in the lazy direction and turn it to the left so I wouldn't see the others. Don't know who the other 2 are. So I have not watched the episodes yet, and I'm doing this on purpose because this week has been nuts, with content. It is UK versus the world. Canada's Drag Race was happening. Drag Race is happening. Now Traitors wants to drop 3 episodes. I'm like, bro. So I will be watching episode 1 and 2 tomorrow morning. This is why after this video today, I am going to go grab dinner. I'm going to come back home. I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight. I am going to go to bed early because I only have 3 hours of sleep on me. And when I wake up very early tomorrow, after my workout, I will get 2 episodes recorded for the Patreon, work on the review, and then I'm going to go live around the normal time we normally do the panel on Sundays, which will be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern for episode 1 and 2 of The Traitors. Monday, it'll be earlier, like we normally have been doing during the weekdays with a 3:30 schedule situation. Maybe a 4, but I think it's going to be 3:30. I'll be talking about the episode 3 of Traitors. Now, going forward, we're going to do Traitors on Sundays, and I'll be caught up to, I think, episode 4 by then, right? I should be. But when Canada's Drag Race ends, Traitors will be the new Friday show that we do. And then it will be back to our Friday-Saturday schedule. But wait, there's more, because UK versus the World starts on January 27th. That is a Tuesday, meaning Wednesdays. Are you here with me? Don't ever say I don't give you no dang schedule. You got to watch the shows. Lets me know that you're retaining my information. But I also will post it just in case you need the extra sticky note. That's a Wednesday. So Wednesday reviews, Wednesdays for UK versus the World, Fridays for Traitors, Saturdays for season 18 towards the end of January. But currently we're on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday schedule. This week was just a lot of content. So yes. Oh, there we go. I was like, I want y'all to know. I want you to know. Stephanie, how are you doing, my baby? All the way out there. I'm like, I remember you moving, but I'm trying to remember the move. Because last time I remember you're with your mom. Shout out to your mom. Hope she's doing good. But thank you so much for the love on Cash App. I appreciate it, baby. Sorry for missing lives. Don't be sorry. I get it. Life has been interesting for all of us. So I get it. I'm just glad to have y'all back and for y'all to be tuning in and just enjoying the show with me. Because remember, these are the most long-winded reviews ever on YouTube. You either hate it or you love it. And if you hate it, God bless. Therapy. Yeah. Therapy's awesome. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about this episode. I have high hopes going forward in the future. I just think this challenge may need to find its retirement today. And I cannot believe I'm saying this as a millennial, someone who's about to hit another decade very soon, that this felt very dated. Two of the songs in general, where I almost felt like disco could have sounded completely different and still been disco. And the same thing goes for pop. But then to call it Q pop, and then you're playing on words here for queer, which I'm fine with that. But because here I am, a person who has finally stepped a little bit into a different direction of, I love some of the old things, but I also am getting into the new stuff too. You know, Zara Larson, whatever that little lady's name with the I finally have figured, I got into it. Okay, I got it. I was like, no, I don't want it. But now I'm like, okay, don't call her, like Beyonce, because no. No, I'm a diamond member over there. No, not there. We'll talk about who she reminds me of later, but she's giving me life. But I'm also into the Sabrina Carpenters of this world. I'm into the Cat's Eyes of it, Men on Stand right over here. Also Lisa, also Megan, also all of them, because Yonchi, everybody, yes, I love them all. Love Cat's Eye. But like, I'm throwing myself into that arena now because things are changing, some things are new, and also music is evolving, and some of it actually is evolving in a good direction. No shade to this challenge, but bitch, the two songs for pop and disco was, boo. No, that shit was dumb. I was like, ew, these sound horrible. Even if they were gonna do like voice, the raps over it or the singing, I was like, nah. Some of them, yes, were doing. Kenya was a great example of, she was able to handle this and it actually flowed through and it sounded just fine. Some of them I was like, well, the lyrics are good, but I hate this song for you. I wish you had something more poom pow puss puss. And I think that's just because I think not even we have been blessed with like Drag Race Philippines girl groups episodes and other international seasons. Like you can even throw Drag Race UK in there, maybe not recently, but like Bing Bang Bong is still forever going to be a bop. And I mean, that may be its time and its place in that moment. And of course, what it also with music and the, region, being in a different region, place and all that good stuff. You can put that in there. But like we can have a girl group episode, but they can't do that. Like, yeah, Canada too. Yeah, it's just this. I was a little disappointed in that part, but not in the babies themselves on this show. So these people grown, but I'm gonna call them babies, whatever. I'm not disappointed in them. I'm just disappointed without that production went down. And no shade to the people who did it, because God bless you and all the work that you do. And I know it's hard to do, but I just was like, this, I don't like none of this. Until we got to the punk rock, and I was like, this is kind of puss. I had to get that off my chest. I could not hold that. Could you tell? We're not even to that part yet. I was like, I can't even hold it in. Like, love the show, but y'all could have done that differently. How dare you do Q-pop and then give us nothing kind of even K-pop-ish that you could have thrown in there and Americanized? I mean, we still everything else. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. If I'm still here tomorrow, I thank you. Yeah, so Mandy and Kenya did not go home, which is a good thing. We love Kenya pleaser in this household. Jane still doesn't. That kind of worked great. Jane doesn't. Yes, Matthew. I'm funny in my own head, and that's what matters. Jane doesn't find Nene Coco's outfit that fascinating and was telling her the exposed bra strap is going to apparently have all of us in a tizzy. It did not. She sees a pine cone. That's fine. The girls were dragging you for this tie-dye-ness, even though it is very well constructed and it actually looks really good in my opinion. I just don't like the colors a tad bit because it feels very, we're about to go in the store and it's going to smell like cotton balls and forgotten feelings and dreams. She wanted to be a dancer. Now she's here. But yeah, I was like, okay. You know who didn't speak up in their mind, who I was waiting on? I was waiting for Discord to say something because it was a lot last week, but nope. I said, all right, she's gonna be one of those girls. I was right. But Kenya was excited. Listen, she said she was she was ready to lip sync if she had to. But in that confessional, it was thank you, Jesus. And I know that's real because low key, you don't want to be the first one having to do all that. Dee. Mandy Mango said, watch out, girls, if it's a performance child. To be fair, we didn't know what we saw, later. We didn't know what was going to happen. So no shade to her. We did not know. Some of us believe this fantasy. We will see. We will have that conversation. She told the girls, I'm about to twirl and eat you up. Right. Baby, I have never seen someone get thrown across the floor so many times on purpose. Oh my goodness. Oh, since the Sean Cody production, my God. Anywho, so foot on the face, if you will. Now, actually, I don't even watch that. Why would I even reference that? Oh, just because the logo was always catchy. No, it wasn't. I wasn't watching Sean Cody. Back to the show. So everybody's back in the room again. Yay, no one went home. I was like, that's such a lie. I don't watch Sean Cody because it's always that one and that one. And then it's like, we're not going to. And then they do the whole time. And you're like, also, you'll notice me really try not to swear during this entire live today. So if anybody wants to make a counter for any times that I do based on what you consider a swear word, go for it, because YouTube is really strict about that policy right now. And this is why videos aren't being put in the algorithm. And I had a conversation with the YouTube specialist about it. So I'm going to try to get really flavorful about what I say and how I say it. You're like, girl, I know. Did I miss something, or is everybody trying to get Athena together? Like, is there something I'm missing about what's going down the street? Like, hold on. Also, Kenya, how dare you? How dare you say it's giving very geriatric up in here for the 30 plus crowd? What? I said, please, no, don't be that girl. I know it was kind of a little funny joke, but I also go, now wait a minute. I know you won't have problems aging, baby, but the rest of your castmates might. A couple of people are going to need to start a new routine very soon. But listen, moving past this moment and on, we did not have a mini challenge. We just had sort of a question, of nothing, because really they're just, come on, Matt, just talk about it, because really we already had this conversation. They're doing girl groups. They have 3 different genres. We've got disco, we've got pop, and we got punk rock. We got Funk Almighty with a song that's supposed to be based off of Sylvester with You Make Me Feel Mighty Real, like that. It's supposed to be based off of that. Okay. And it's called Funk Almighty. Funk Almighty. Then you got Go, Go, Go. It's pop. And it's with Wham. Okay. All right. And then you got Cherries, which is the punk rock one. And when I tell you, I know production on no levels of personal, like I don't know those people. But like this was so heavy. Your heavy-handedness in this was so funny to me, because Discord was the focus of this whole moment. Like when Ru was having this conversation, it's punk rock, snaps on the board, RuPaul mentioning the band, immediately going back to Discord's face, nobody else's. Nobody in the room. It was like, clearly, this is for her. No shade. I was like, this is clearly for that. But also, we're going to find out some more information about others who may be able to ride into that genre too, since The stereotype is girls are going to do a little disco funky dancey number versus something that's very punk rock. Vita and Nene get to be team captains because they were in the top two last week, with Nene Coco going first and Vita going second. The team choices were interesting. And maybe because I'm not there, I don't know these people, I don't have to share a wall with the hotel room. Okay. But when I tell you, I don't know if people on Reddit need to see a Black person's hands covering Discord atoms right now based off of the rumors that we were told allegedly about said individual, but we now have photo evidence of Discord actually touching somebody of a different color. So maybe that will help some people who are confused about that situation. It is possible this could be one of those other kind of moments, but no, I don't know why we're making this a big deal, but I also thought this was funny in my head when I was getting this picture, and I was like, I thought of the whole Reddit thing, and I was like, I wonder who is going to take this and go, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. She does like us. Maybe that was them. I don't know. Maybe somebody. I don't know. Discord, I'm just playing with you, girl. Don't take me fucking serious. Okay. Here we go though. No shade, Disky. I wouldn't have picked you for my team, sister. I saw the walk. I mean, if I was gonna go for the punk rock though, I would, knowing what their history is. Yes, I would be like, oh, if she has experience in that, then that would make a lot of sense. Because Lord knows she brought something that's actually gonna match the vibe, and then we're not gonna be like, do you have an outfit? Do you have an outfit? That's clear to give on that one. But it went. Nene Coco picked Mia Star first. Duh. Oh, please, easy, just baby. You've been on tour. You've been on tour. I've been on tour, but you've been on tour, sister. My highest moment was South by Southwest. 2011, baby. But like that was my highest achievement when it came to like background dancer life for me in my resume. You know, you've been with the you've been with hold on, because I'm gonna make this joke come out right. You've been with the Ashanti's Voice. Yeah. Yeah. You know, where else you been? I mean, you've been on the stage. So fuck yeah, I'm giving me to get the fuck on over here. Now, when Vita picked Briar, I did pause. I did pause when Vita picked Tan Janine Garofalo. I paused a tad bit. I was like, why'd you pick that girl from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion? What's going on? She's a show director. I said, ooh, good decision. Let me shut the fuck up, watch this TV show. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Go back, go on, man. Nene then picked Sierra. And this is no shade to the the lemon lime not Sprite. This is no shade to not Sprite. That's what I'm gonna start calling her. I love you, Sierra. I actually live for her, but I'm gonna start calling her not Sprite. I would call you Problem Child, but that's a ginger joke. Not Sprite. I'm like, you picked Mia. Why didn't you pick Juicy? What? I thought to myself that was crazy. You could have had Mia and Juicy on the same fucking team, sister. I was confused, everybody. I was confused. I was like, okay, well, all right. I guess we're doing the friends thing. I said, okay, this is all right. Bet. So then Vita got Juicy. So I was like, okay, Vita, Brian, Juicy, okay, Betty Davis. Then Nene picks Mikey. I want to call her Mickey so bad. It's Mikey. Come on, Matt. Mikey Meeks. Nene picks Mikey, and I was like, I wonder where we're going with this. Interesting. Vita then picks Discord. I then remembered Vita's Meet the Queens, saying she had a little background and being like punk rock, and people wouldn't think that about her. And I was like, did she say that on purpose just to prepare us for the girl group? I said, oh, I feel like that was in preparation for like decisions made later, and everybody standing. Come up and why, lady? That they don't move nothing. She's a true. She's stiff. No, but I said, okay, all right. There must be a strategy here, and that had Nene pick Kenya. I'd have had Kenya in there a little earlier. Hey Trey, thank you for modding today, baby. I had Kenya in there earlier. I picked her a little bit earlier. And then Vita picked last Jane Don't. The gag is, hey Eric, the gag is that everybody who didn't get picked is just gonna form their own group. That girl said her face, and I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking, how? When there were eyebrows, maybe? I don't know. Okay. So they left Dee Fuego, Darlene Mitchell, Mandy Mango. I almost said Mangrove. Wow. And Athena Dion. Athena was over it. Girl, the I have established my time residency on this earth, and my resume stands for itself. I have children in this competition before and children in it now. And I was not picked, plucked. I said, "Oh my god!" But I also thought to my, that it's still kind of. I said, "This is messy a little bit. It's kind of messy in a good way, but also like, damn, like we really got to do that." Okay, well, everybody who didn't get picked initially now is just their own group, so y'all don't even have the decision of like nothing. You don't even. I said, okay, interesting, which does add that sort of dynamic of we are not wanted, but it also gives, hey, we could pull something out and you should have picked us because we are those girls and y'all are on some other stuff. There's a way to turn this around. It's not a complete trash bin, but it was like, oh, okay. Interesting. But no, I think what made this even worse is that they also had to pick the songs between each other. It's like, not only did nobody give light dams about you high key, okay? Light dams. Like, you're not even on the team. But now between the three, y'all got to choose a song. This was fun. Okay, Dee, you're gonna get points from me today because I love a good messy bitch, and you did the right thing here. Now, while we're having a conversation about this music, everybody wants disco. Discord didn't want disco, but I clocked, and I'm gonna give Discord credit for this. She was being a team player. My whole team may want this. I don't want to get it, but what am I gonna look like going against four people and being like, well, I really want this one, you guys. Like, can we please not? I'm gonna give Discord some coots there because I mind you, if I was on a group and everybody wanted something I didn't want, Lord knows I would be having a hard time holding my tongue. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta say something. I gotta say, like, y'all want to do that? Are you sure? Like, I'm not gonna do well there, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you some coots there. She played team. I was like, good for her, because the Lord knows I know that lady can't move, and they were talking about disco. So she was willing to go into that direction and be like, well, I'm gonna give her some coots there, but it did work in her favor. But it also was already in the game, which is a gag. Why don't I have y'all's comments on the board? What's wrong with me? Here you go. Pow, wow, watch out now. Hold on a second. I'm looking at comments. Oh, this is about Athena. Oh yeah, Eric. I mean that I get your POV. I think, to be very honest, she would have been safe not in the top this week. I don't know if she was even going for the top this week. I just think she felt a little bit like, wow, the girls didn't pick me. I thought we was all cute like that. Like that could be on that sort of space level of, wow, I didn't really know that the girls felt this way about the gal. Like, uh-oh, plucked. You're not the fan favorite in the room, unfortunately. Uh, Thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash Up CJ today, for happy to make it to the live. Happy New Year. Love you. Love you too. I don't know why I wanted to say Happy New York when I saw that, but here we go. Um, again, songs are pop, disco, punk rock. Everybody wanted disco. Now, Vita was ready to fight for this, as well was Theta. Theta was feeling some kind of way because it's like, bitch, like, we weren't even chosen. Like, what are we doing here today? Like, why are y'all getting to choose everything? We should be able to at least choose a song first. But everybody wants the same song. Now, I'm Dee Dee in this moment. Not this face, but I am Dee Dee in this moment. Okay? Discord, you down for doing disco? Wake it up. Wake it up. Wake that up, because your team is fighting hard. You do not anything to do with that or even the other genre. You are so polar opposites of that. And your group is fighting. I want this song. My bitch want this song. We want this song. I'm going to get the girl who has a lot to say in the background but is not talking out loud and call her to the front to speak, class. Do you want this song or what? And you heard how Discord did that. No shade. Discord was like, well, you know, I don't want to be like that with my team or whatever, personally. But if they want disco, I'll go with it. So it was like, boop, reflect. It is, yes, I will admit I could really, really eat that. And I know I could help my team do this and da-da-da-da-da. But if they want to do that, okay. And it's like, all right. So now we have a little pool. And that would have been me on the other team. She's the one. She's the weak point hitter. But Vita was on her own plan the entire time. Discord didn't take that bait, reflected it back, played the team run, but also said, if we do that direction, we'll be fine. So I don't think it's a big deal. My team wants disco. Vita said, okay, well, we're getting disco then. Still on it, though. Even though there's a point of like, we actually could do something. I mean, Jane didn't want it. Jane's like, please don't get us over there. But low-key, Jane ended up being one of the catalysts for the team winning, if you will. The team was great, but Jane did a lot of work. Baby, when Vita and Athena had their little moment, child, over the songs, because Mikey's team, Nini's team, really, we'll just take pop since y'all arguing about disco. But it's kind of like, no, you can't do that, because if you take out pop and then let's say they end up getting disco, our second option was pop. And it thus leaves us with the last one. I said, oh, okay. But this right here with Athena talking about what is the big problem? What's the deal? Like, what's the issue? Baby, this was, she said, well, you were the leftovers, doll. That's why you don't get to pick. I said, okay, all right. That's not they're checking a feed. And I don't know if this is just to get under her skin because they know she can take things she's a little tough, but they know they can rock her a little bit. And she's been rocking around a little high. I don't know if that's what this is all about, but everybody's writing some checks today. I feel that the geek. I was like, oh, they're writing checks for her. She's getting some checks written. What's going on today? What's happening? Not you trying to humble the queen. What's going on? It's so funny too, because like Athena, I would see literally just it go right in here. What is her zodiac sign? That shit would be eaten if she doesn't say something back. Because for Briar, she could eat her like effortlessly. But some of these other girls, I feel that she feels the level is somewhat near. And so when they're giving her the most, it's like, ooh, okay, all right. Because she certainly didn't clock her back. Because she couldn't, because it's true. Look at how Briar was living. Briar giving Iago and motherfucking Aladdin while motherfucking Jafar. Oh, I just swore it. Damn it. While Jafar over here is sitting there making Aladdin's life miserable, bitch. I can't. That's 3 swear words in the jar, kids. We're going to go ahead and put it in the jar. Bloop, 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 bloop. Damn it. I was doing. Oh, I just did it again. Oh. It's like a river well. I love Athena and I love Briar and I like their relationship because I think Briar loves and lives for like Athena, but she also likes to pick and play with Athena, and Athena kind of likes to play back, and like they have this playful like banter back and forth. Maybe Athena takes it seriously sometimes, but I do like that Briar is a little bit of a shit stirrer. I don't care. I kind of like her shit stir. Listen, Tangerine Garofalo be cutting up. That's what I call this baby, because she do remind me of Janine Garofalo in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. But like when sun hits the skin. A little less coffee shop skin tone and more, I go outside and get pow by the, the shack. Why am I thinking about Dead by Daylight right now? Okay. Athena's a Leo. Ooh, that makes sense now. I have more love for her. As a Libra, we like Leos and we understand the leaders that are Leos. Also, because we're indecisive as so like we need a Leo to just make a decision. That's why I have my friend Jeff, because I'd be like, whatever you want to do. I will be fine. Like, because I know you got good taste. So let's just go. And Blake's a Leo. So like I'm always gonna trust Blake with the taste. Always. Okay. Oh, damn it, Egypt. See, Eric, don't give me bad news. Well, Saphira is a Libra. So see how we balance that out? Eric, see how we did that? But also Dee Dee's a spicy Libra, because I seen it with them little comebacks like real quick. Like, huh? Anywho, okay, let's get to it. They're talking about, let's just take punk rock. Forget this noise, let's just take it. And then Vita's gonna play it like, okay, we'll just take punk rock, but it's Briar. I think you need disco more, which Athena is just like, girl, it's literally my era. I'm gonna be fine. This is exactly what we wanted. Thank you. Which the other group can then have pop, and then they thus settled this. But this was a lot already. However, this was Vita's game plan in the first place, to get under Athena's skin, because she knew that Athena would want to get her way regardless. So why not ruffle her up and make a full spectacle of the situation to completely frazzle her even more, because she already didn't get picked for a team. And it's a good strategy in mind game in reference to keeping somebody, but also getting exactly what you wanted, because nobody wanted punk rock, but really they wanted punk rock. But don't make them think you want punk rock, because you want them to really not want punk rock. And that way you can ensure that no one's even going to go, well, we'll just take it. Oh, nope. And it did. They got the one that they wanted. Low key, it actually satisfied Discord's one of the genre that they were looking for at the same time. Vita has a background in this. Jane didn't want it, but you also have worked in the industry around that specific genre of music. And Juicy Love Dion can do no wrong when it comes to performing, period. Hey, Quan. Hey, everybody. It was like, we're going to be fine. Like, literally, this group is low-key sad. Like, even this can't move a lick girl, this is her genre. She can't fuck it up. They were good. And this was actually brilliant and kind of, like, very smart. I respected Vita for that. But it's Mikey. I love Mikey. It's Mikey in this possibly Rosie O'Donnell's love child face over here, or what's that girl from Matilda? She looked just like her too. Listening to the conversation and realizing that they got played low key. Miss Vita's a little tricky, a little feisty. Jane can write music. What work, Jane? I don't know why I had to like pause. I'm so sorry, Jane. I'm so sorry. Okay, I do agree. Arya Stark is in the building for sure in this photo. Like, this is if Arya Stark, like, Mara Wilson is her name. Thank you, Drewski. That's who I was thinking too. It's like Rosie O'Donnell, Mara Wilson, Arya Stark, the full bit. This is if she had a better life. Yeah. If winter never fell. Oh. Shout out to my Game of Thrones watchers out there, please. If winter never fell, boo, Matty Tomato. That was stupid. That is me. Do not take me too seriously. It rhymed. Okay, so yeah, Jane didn't. I did it again. Jane didn't really want to help everybody, but ended up helping everybody. Who says Jane doesn't help those who don't want to help themselves? Oh my gosh, stop that. This is stupid. It's getting real cornballish. Fozzie Bear, if you will. Waka waka. But I thought it was funny when Jay was like, Discord, why are you asking me for help on your lyrics, bitch? This is literally what you do. She said she played the guitar, sister. This is starting to give that. Yeah, go ahead. my God, what was I on just 5 seconds ago? Don't listen to me. I told you I haven't had any sleep, so stupidity will be coming. Okay. This group, what's happening over here? Organized, if you will. Actually, they were fine. It was Nene where we had a little issue. That was the bump in the road with the Nene. They lost their voice from all that screaming. See how that mini challenge was actually very dangerous for our queens? They've been thrown in the air. They had Eureka on a cast multiple times. And then Nene lost her voice from screaming so much. So many dangerous situations. Like, you have got to really be more careful. But seriously, though, I felt bad because it is a challenge where you need to use your voice. You're also going to have to perform too at the same time. I would be freaking the fuck out. Nene having a storyline for the first 2 episodes. She'll be here for a while. Oh, no. Mama's locked. I'm not even going to lie. I am enamored with this queen. I want her to do very well. I need her to do very well. Like, I didn't think I was going to like Nene. No shade. Nene, if you're watching this, I doubt you are. Who am I, right? But, like, I didn't care for the promo and the meet. I was like, I don't know about this. And then I would see videos online of her, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. Now, this I like. And it's true. Not every Meet the Queen will sell the fantasy to me. You better ask Spanky Jackson. Shout out to Spanky, friend of the show, friend to me. Love you, Spanks. Fell in love with Spanky Jackson for Drag Race Australia, or Drag Race Down Under, excuse me, season 2. Hell, season 2 is still my favorite season of Down Under. Okay, shout out to where they at. Where? Hold on, camera, turn. Badao. Queen, Spanky, Hannah Donda, because you don't want none. I love these babies, and I miss them so much. Love. Y'all was trying to have me go against Queen for Global. I was not going to do that to my friend sister. I just hated the season 2. I hated the season 2. I hated it. But, like, yeah. But, no, I felt bad for Nene. I was like, oh, Nene, I'm going to call you that for the rest of the season. I felt bad for Nene. I did. Because she's kind of severe, and I live for her runway. I'm sorry, this episode was, I said, girl, she is so fire to me. I just want to see what she does next. Thank you, Eric, for sending me that. Oh, that explains. Oh, that's why I like Mikey and Mia a lot. Libras. Mind you, I'm yeah, okay. I was about to go off topic. Okay, keep it back. Okay. Back to this group over here. They were defeated from the jump. No shade. And then it was like, let's just write our songs. And then we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. We're good. We're great. Like, I felt bad for them. Ooh, Eureka's only dangerous for hotel sheets, though. At Drewski. Thank you so much for the super chat. In a black neighborhood. All right. A moment of silence for that killer. Thank you for being here today and for tuning in. So if you haven't hit the like button, share or subscribe yet, what is wrong with you? Probably you got God in your life, but you should, but you don't have to, because I'm not that kind of Christian. I don't judge. Mostly, I'm a Libra. We judge. So I thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment at the end of this video talking about said episode. What was your favorites, your highs, your lows, your yeses, your nos, this, that, and the other. And if you wanted to throw a tippy poo in my jar for any reason whatsoever, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Taylor Daniel, I'm going to say a melting pot of multiple choice answers. And they live in Florida, so you can add one and that to you. Right, okay, and not in the part of Florida that's that. So more like that. So there you go. Mo to the thank you, baby. I see you on my PPO. Gotta run. It was great to see you. It was great to see you too, my love. Thank you so much for the love. and to people on PayPal. I appreciate you, my baby. Thank you. All right. This group, I had a feeling it was going to be a fool, but I was like, it is what it is. They really were coming for Athena today. Athena, I'm not trying to have your back like that. Like, even though that's low key what you said was your greatest body part based off the runway. It was a wonderful runway, by the way, Athena. They were on your ass. Y'all, what kind of playground were y'all doing prior to this to where on this good episode, Athena was like the focal point of like almost every like, are you good? Like, we know you kind of were a little upset over there. And I'm thinking to myself, do they really think of her this way? I mean, they're gonna get her later too when we're getting ready for the runway. But I was like, damn, they are on her hard. Hey, Ted. All right, love you too, baby. I hope you feel better. Blame it on the edit? Maybe. Maybe there was something else going on. All I know is Tangerine Garofalo was having a good time. Bitch, I know whatever salon you run, Briar, is like the Navy, sister. I know it's beautifully decorated and done. I know everybody that worked there is really on their shit, but they talk mad shit about everybody that be in their seats too. Like, you go there because you're going to come out looking wonderful, but you will have to sacrifice a little bit of your ego because when you leave, you know them bitches are going to drag you for filth, sister. Down. Whatever salon you own in your life next moon or whatever, sister, I'll be in there. I'm going. I'm paying. I'm sorry, she owns a salon in my head. Every time I see these confessional looks, I'm like, bitch, I know she got a good business going, a great plan in a black Mercedes. Go ahead. Why do I feel like she doesn't? I can't. Something's wrong with me. Okay, moving on. Mia, this is the kind of stuff I like. Organization, especially when it comes to choreography, the way that you had the entire routine set up and planned for these bitches. You did have the cleanest number between all three groups. Not the best song, but for sure the cleanest number out of everybody. I had the best time watching them move. Oh, I love the way they did their full rotations on stage and the playfulness and going back into the choreography. It was great. Great. Teen Punk had a little bit of work to do, but I'm glad. And this is also really good for Juicy. This is great on your resume, sister, because you did the choreography here. You simplified it enough to where it would still be chaotic because it's punk, but have some sort of uniformity. It's not a word. We're going to make it one for today. Felt like Fantasia making that routine. But no, it was clean. And so I think that Juicy did a good job. And trust me, I saw the stiff one. Every time there was a focal point, I said, yeah, she's not hitting them as hard as everybody else, but she was still hitting it. Still hitting it. Looked stiff as hell. Sad girl. It's a word? Okay, good. School was such a long time ago, Drewski. Oh my goodness, it was such a long time ago. Mia coming for Jamal's job and Briar coming for Raven's job. Oh, for Mia, it would be, a touch in the brightness department in the editing, whereas for Briar, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the raven. I feel like that's been used in some sort of wordplay and behind the scenes setting, and that makes me uncomfortable. This group was terrible. Moving on. When she started doing this, I knew it was up. When that happened, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, sister. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Vita showing off their chops. I'm also really happy, I don't know about the rest of you, that we did not have to sit through everybody's take. Bitch, let me know who I need to focus on. Thank you. And who's actually going to give us a little something. I was so happy. We're not like, okay, no, you come up here and you start singing. No, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers up in here. No. We're not doing that. Show us who we need to see. Let us see Feminine David Spade over here. We're going to be fine with that one. What's Miss David got going on? Is it Fuego? Nope. Then over here, Athena falling asleep. I'm like, child. Homogenic, I like that one. The blacker the face, the sweeter the raven. Yeah, that's much better. Better wordplay. You're good with words. You need a channel. Honk. All right, everybody, let's. Oh my God, who said Didi Fuego is Owen Wilson? Because that's not funny. Didi Fuego's nose does not turn into the 610 loop in Houston, okay? Like, Didi Fuego's nose is fucking I-10, bitch. It's going straight down. Don't do that. Do not do that. Owen Wilson's nose is a goddamn intersection. Do you understand me? Like, we're not doing this today. All right. Didi's goes down. All right. It's very pointing in Ravenclaw's direction. All right. Severus Snape would be jealous. Owen Wilson over there looked like his nose is trying to find the last of the Crusaders. Do you understand me? Like, what are you talking about? Love you down, but we're not going to do that today. I have beef with, I don't know this man, but I cannot stand anything he's in. He acts the same in every fucking movie. It drives me nuts. And you know, I feel that same way about Keanu Reeves and Nicolas Cage. They act the same in every movie. Nicholas has a couple of shining moments that are wonderful that I will give him credit for. But I will not participate in his foolery with the what face that he does. Same thing with Keanu Reeves. You can give that man an apple. You can take him to the Matrix. You can do whatever you want to do. He is still the dude with the third blood and all that still sounds the same. Horrible. Okay, stop, Matt. Stop. This is not about those people. This is about a show with people who do drag. Darlene's fun. And I don't want to see Darlene go. And Darlene's sort of take on drag, especially what we saw on the runway, I actually appreciated because it didn't feel like it was being forced upon me. And I think I've said this before with Darlene. It felt, or maybe with somebody else on a different show. It was Candace Drag Race. She reminds me of Sami Laundry. She has a different take, a sort of style about themselves. We've seen it before, but it's also not at the forefront of being considered the most polished. But because there's so much confidence and joy behind them, and it doesn't feel like they're faking it. Like, I'm making you think that I like this a lot, so you like it a lot. It's like, no, bitch, this is everything to me, and now what? And it makes me feel like it's very that. Like, I kind of like Darlene's take on drag and just in general her spirit. She seems very, yeah, like especially on the runway today too. I was touched by her because it felt like this person stepped away from something they loved, came back to it, and like there's still joy there, regardless of even being the bottom. It's like, bitch, I'm just happy to be here. Like, bitch, this is crazy. Yay. Like, I don't know. Something about Darlene's very infectious to me. Kenya's a good time. Michelle trying to get you on rhythm, and you a church girl. I said, sister, you was about to go sing into the rafters. You was getting your Jennifer Yeltsin on. I don't call her Hudson. Jennifer yells so loud the people in the Hudson River can wake up and hear her. That's not a funny joke. It is to some who have dark humor. Nene, I felt so bad for her. Baby girl could not sing a lick. I'm talking about nothing was coming out. I think we've all been there before where you're hoarse and you can't speak. And so every word that comes out is just gone. And it's so frustrating when you're trying to like communicate with people. I felt a little bad. And that perfectionist in her, which I know so much about, was eating her alive. And I was, oof. I was like, woo, 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 woo. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. The next day, Nene feels better and is at 80%. They're going to work their way around this. Didi Fuego has a conversation about growing up in Monterrey, Mexico. And I knew Didi was going home. Either her or Mandy. Because we saw Mandy at the beginning of the episode talking about, when I get a performance challenge, I'm about to chew, never to be heard from again. One random moment of, we're working in the group together. That's it. I said, oh, okay. We never heard from her again. Didi talking about family shit. Oh, she out. You just said something personal. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, she gone. Gone, girl. I mean, and we've seen like the looks too. Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, connect the dots. Please. Discord has a conversation about Discord has a conversation about a town hall meeting that took place in Chicago. Discord has the conversation about their punk rock background. I'm just kidding about the first one. I'm kidding. Oh my God. Someone's going to take that way too hard. Oh, Reddit will. Star booty. No, but they have a conversation about their punk rock background, drag being too Disney-fied. They want to show a different side of drag. That walk most certainly does. Most certainly does. Mikey, I want the makeup tutorial. Please. I'm into that right now. Wink, wink. Piece of cake is coming. I told you I was going to do this year a lot differently. And after all the therapy I've been taking, especially those last 3 months of 2025, the very intense therapy sessions I was doing, I told myself things are going to go a little bit differently this year, no matter how bad things get or how good they get. We have things we want to do. We can't say that we want to do them anymore. So either move on or get to it. So that's why I'm like, where is that eye tutorial? Because, like, I need to see this. I love her eye makeup so much. Her and Athena's eye makeup. I'm like, so good. But yeah, Nene basically told Athena that she doesn't believe that, she was a good team player, so that's why she didn't choose her. It's kind of a gag. I said, sister, they are really rocking your fucking socks today. I cannot. They are rocking your socks, Athena. They are rocking it. Let's talk about the judges. Michelle looks good. I don't know why those cups seem so spaced out apart up here for the breasts, but like, Michelle looked good. My friend, shout out to Stanley, said that RuPaul looked like Chucky. I haven't responded to his message yet because he low-key spoiled a little bit of the episode. I ain't even seen it yet. I was like, wait, girl, wait. But no, I think Ru actually does look good. I think she do. I think she do look good, honestly. Go ahead. My sister T.S. Madison. Shout out to my other Libra sister. Dove Cameron. I am not familiar with who this is, and I'm not trying to be that person, the older unk. Is this for the Gen Z girls? Like, that's who this is? I've heard of her name, never seen it in action, and I do not know what this is. What is this? What is she? What's going on here? I have so many questions. Is she a singer? Because there was a song that they sang. I'll educate you. Okay, so you young baby. So I know you know my son. I know you know my son. My Mufasa, my son. Oh, she's a Disney girl. Okay, so this must have been after I stopped watching Disney Channel. Because the time I was with Disney was when there was dun, 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 and Halloween Town was still a thing. That's when I was watching Disney. That's how old I am. Descendants, that's past my time. Yeah, that's past my time. My niece watches Descendants. A Disney diva. Okay. We're almost the same age, but I've never gotten into her past my Disney. Yeah, I stopped. No shade to Disney, but I stopped messing with the Disney Channel at a certain point in my age, and I got into Toonami more. Like, I was already on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney, but honey, after school, the anime block with Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, Scoop, Outlaw Star. Are you joking me? That then went into your Saturday nights? Oh, you're playing. Left that alone, bitch. Y'all was too kind over there on Disney. The laugh tracks weren't that funny anymore. And then they was talking about no more That's So Raven. So I was out. Peace. I remember Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven. I can't think of some other shows. Maybe those were my big three. As far as cartoons as a kid, it would be Gummy Bears, and then Chip and Dale, Darkwing Duck, all the full bit for that. But that doesn't. We're talking about the live action. Even Stevens, Lizzie McGuire. That's all right. That's it. Was that the three? Really? feel like there was another show I used to watch on Disney Channel because it wasn't Hannah Montana. That was also past my time. But I remember the movies like Smart Mom, Luck of the Irish, Halloween Town, whatever the one Twins was with Tia and Samara. I remember that. I do remember Phil of the Future. Okay, I do remember that. Thank you, Horror Makeup Girl. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dara. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live. Fillmore, that sounds familiar. I'm going to have to do a deep dive into the 90s and early 2000s with the Disney Channel. I'm going to have twitches. Yeah. Oh, remember before we knew so much more about those girls. One of them is good. One of them. Oh, I did. No, I was talking about live action. I did watch The Proud Family, but I was talking about like live action shows specifically. Sister was not on Disney Channel for me. It was actually, this is how old I am. I think Sister was like on Thank God It's Fridays on ABC or CW. It was on CW. No, WB. There we go. WB before it became the CW. Yes, there we go. Sister was on the WB. Yes, because that was when they had that other show, All in the Family or All in the House with Richard Townsend or somebody like that. I forget that. They had a red brick house. I'll never forget it, but I forget the name of the show. But it was always coming on after Sister. Because we used to have like black television back then, like Martin and Living Single on Fox, and then WB, it was like Sister, some other show, and then something else like that. Man, that's not coming to me. I remember Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I never watched it because I was like dipping out at that time, but I was still touching down with Disney, so I do remember Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, because that's how I remember Brenda's song. Who then I actually was like, oh my God, when I saw her in The Social Network. I'm like, isn't that girl? Okay. UPN. There we go. That was my other station too. UPN, that was 5 a.m. Sailor Moon before school. In the House, I thought was on UPN. There was another one, something with Richard Townsend. Robert Townsend, not Richard Townsend. Okay, come on, Matt. The ADHD in me. Here we go, everybody. Let's stay on board. Actually, no, we were on track because I was talking about Dove Cameron and me not knowing her, and then we brought up Disney, and that's how we got to this conversation. That's how we got to this conversation, because we were talking about Miss Dove. There we go. A bar of soap Cameron. Hi, I'm RuPaul. You wanna slay? Yeah. That was goofy. Whatever. Let me live. Michelle Visage and the Separated Titties. In a theater near you. Go ahead, sister, but she still look good. Pop off, Michelle. Parenthood. That was the name of the show. Thank you, Miss Ryla. Thank you, Miss Ryla. Thank you. Oh, you just completely scratched that itch in my brain. Thank you, sister. Thank you. It was Parenthood. That's the name of the show that I was talking about. Sister, and then Parenthood would come on. Boom, on WB. Thank you. Ooh, that was going to drive me. So will that be a Chucky skin for DVD? I low-key want to buy a new character on DVD, y'all, and I don't know who to pick. I'm having a bit of a indecisive Libra moment with that one. Dove is gorge, though. But I also was like, who is this little girl? The pop off. His name, what's his name? Do you know who I'm talking about? He's the guy who did Jackie's Back. He was the director of Jackie's Back. And he also did Meteor Man. And he had a show on the WB too, where he was in a red brick house with his family, and it was almost like the Cosbys, but it wasn't. And I cannot remember the name of it. It reminded me of the show with Raven Simonier, with Hanging with Mr. Cooper. It reminded me of that, but it wasn't that show, and it was something else. And I thought his name was Robert Townsend or something. It's not Richard, because that's the other guy. Now I have to look it up because I'm gonna go nuts. Yep, his name is Robert Townsend. Okay, I was right. And the show was The Parenthood. Boom. Yep. 1995, 1999. Yep. Bow. Right there. That was the show I was talking about. 1995, 99. 95, I was 9 years old. There we go. See? See? I'm like, we can get there. We're going to get there. Okay, Jackie's Back is one of my favorite movies. That is Matty-Rants lore. When RuPaul said the category for the runway, my Tina Belcher sweaty pits. That lady said, your neck, your back, your pooty, and your crack. I said, what in the turf is going on over here? What is happening? I said, Rue, what is this? Are y'all in on the gag? Like, what is going on? I thought that was so funny. And then proceeded to say, which made this even funnier for the runway category, look that shows off your favorite body part. So you said all of that to say even more of all of that. Imagine. Category is your neck, your back, your putty, and your crack. A look that shows off your favorite body part. That's a description on the back of a movie. Like on the back of a DVD case. Like, girl, what is the tea? But also, like, the lore around T.S. Madison, Kaya, the former Queen's Court, and all that drama, and how transphobic Kaya was to Madison, and literally, like, trying to embolden her, like, fans to, like, come after her, including her gay fans wanting to attack her trans. I really want to go there, but Madison was gagging her every left, right step of the way. Okay? Gagging her. Coin-wise, currently in, well, her life in general is just, well, yes, Madison's life in general has just been the actual comeback of the lick back, if you will, of like Kai trying her. Because it's like, well, I know Miss Mary has got a nice house that's new. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. You sure did. Sure did. May she rest in peace. Good. But like, yeah. Listen, I met Madison before and we've had a nice talk. I still remember the things she said to me at that drag con. And shout out to her for having me and Alice and getting us up there for the Queen's Supreme Court. That was the redo of it, and the one that they had for drag con, specifically with Vanjie and Silky in them. Maddie was there. I was in the video. You can see me. But also, I got my friend up there. Shout out to Alexander Diane Rogers, because like that's what you do, especially when you like both running through content creators, all that. But Madison knew Alex. The connection was there after that. We all talked at the end. Yeah, this is all true. Yeah, this is all true. Yeah. And we talked after that. I got the picture still up, I think, of when I was with T.S. Madison and Alex. And I even got the video still of when I saw her. And the story is, real quickly, it was maybe second to last or the last day of DragCon. I was walking around with Alex and T.S. Madison was walking. And she remembered me from the previous day when I had saw her. But she also knows Alex because they have history online and this, that, and the other from a whole different community that y'all don't know about in the Black gay world, right? Boom. So let's continue. She was like, we're on our way to go do that. I had my press pass at this time. So I was like, well, we'll just meet you there. And then she's like, well, we need to get Alex up there. Because Alex is a stand-up comedian. Alex is fucking funny. Alexander Rogers is funny, okay? Drag somebody down the street with that mouth. You understand? So it was like, okay, let's go. And then we get up there. And they try to give me the business with this, like, who are you and what's all that? And I had to throw my little girl. Now, clearly, I'm here with the press. Let's do all that. Come on, let us in. And they let us in, but they were trying to sit us in the back. Somebody from the Rant Pack, this is all true. I forget who you are because we didn't exchange names, but you were aware of me. You were like, hey, Maddie. And I was like, what? You can have our seats. Because you were just sitting up there. And they were like, no, we don't have to be right here. I was like, what? Rant Pack, always there. I don't know where y'all are at, but you are always there. I know this from the Beyonce concert. Y'all are always out there somewhere. It gags me every time. And so we sat in the front for the whole thing. Alex was getting his material ready the entire time we were sitting there doing the whole show. I got up for one moment because they asked me to stand up and show my butt. So there's a little part in that clip of the Queen's Supreme Court of me like standing and turning and doing all this like stupid shit or whatever. And that's kind of the same thing I did when Vivian gave me my love. Y'all saw that video. I've been posted it for the all winners panel. That was a great drag con, by the way. It was a great drag con. So much happened. Oh wow, that was so long ago. Oh my god, I miss drag con. That's when I got to see a lot of y'all too. That super sucks they don't have it in the US anymore. I think it's great that Brazil's getting it. They deserve it. All the other countries deserve a way of like seeing your favorites, but like, man, I do miss that. I planned every year for those trips. Loved it so much. Okay, and that was just a little light story, but yeah, Tia Smashing she was great. What you see on TV, what you get in person, that's very much who she is, but she also is so super sweet, and she gave just some really good advice, and she was just talking us down. It's just such a warm moment. So love her to death. Love her so much. That's my Libra sister. So Studio 50 whores. Funk Almighty. Back to the show, Maddie. Hit the like button, share, subscribe if you feel like it. Drop it to people in my jar. PayPal.me for /Rants. Catch up those on Matt924 and Venmo Rants. This was horrible. This was horrible. I have multiple choice reasons for why I laughed, and I have multiple choice reasons for why I found this horrible. What? This had nothing in it. Nothing in it. Nothing going on. Not at all. You said Funk Almighty. I said hair line. Holy shit. Holy shit. I was taken back to an SNL sketch of conehead proportions that was made into a movie that only a few would remember. A blimpy sub has nothing on this. What is happening here? And then Athena don't even look like she belonged in a disco number with this outfit. What is happening? Didi Fuego, man. And then you got Darlene, taller man. I was like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Then this baby, yes, I am talking about coneheads. Then you got, here comes Athena. Padabu Ray, yes, I slay. My name is Athena. I'm the queen all day. Da 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 da. And I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Why does it sound like this? What is going on? Why is this happening? But if I'm going to be honest, the song didn't sound good either. It just sounded repetitive and generic. As RuPaul tried to call them out for mocking the song, I said, was this not a mockery from the way this was produced? I do apologize for the people who are responsible for this. I do not want to call you out on your job. That's your work. Honey, this was boo. I don't know who would have made this better. And if we would have liked it, I think we would have tolerated it, even if it was like well choreographed and performed. Well, I'm going to be real. This sounded bad. And I stick to the same opinion I had an hour ago in this review. I don't have my watch, but I felt that kind of way. Bitch, the first two songs was boo. And the punk one was actually kind of catchy. Not with the girls singing to it, but the backtracking is what I'm talking about. The original track. Pop and disco were booty. Tomato, tomato, boo, Winnie Testerberger, boo. Punk rock was set to go. So, like, come on. Yeah, just hearing them shadow say things like disco was the best. So many of them wanted that. And I think who was it that said it? Rue loves disco. Is that why everybody wanted it and not because it sounded like it was a great song? Because I didn't hear a good song. I didn't hear nothing that I would have wanted in my spirit, nothing in my function, nothing from my right cheek, left cheek to clap to, none of these sorts. I wouldn't want one heel or one toe to touch the ground of this one. Nope. I felt it's because they know Rue likes disco a lot, but also you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if you fuck it up in someone's era when they was really putting their nose to the table and drawing lines, if you will, what are you doing? That lady survived that era. You understand me? Like, she wants to see the funk, and it wasn't happening. It was very alabasted. It was very, very mayo. It was very bad. It was very chalk on the board. It was bad. RuPaul's face during it, I felt bad for her. I was like, I know that's right. You're just staring at this point. What is going on today? I think you look crazy. But she wasn't the craziest looking one. She wasn't. That's the wild part. You wanted the song. You fought for the song. And I just couldn't. Darlene saved herself with the comedy bit. It was funny. I thought I was watching a Mad TV sketch for 5 seconds when Darlene was up there. So that is very, very well done. Very well done. Very good, Dar. Very good, Dar. See, homogenic, that's because she was on the 1, 2, and then she was gone by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was gone. That girl was ahead of the beat. And it was wild to watch. I watched her literally be on it for 5 seconds, get real excited, and then just go. I am still here. I am still here. I am still here. It looks like meh, like no. I'm still here. I don't want to do that to them, but like, bitch, it looks like if we really wanted to like separate all this picture, this could be a number 2 fucking pencil with how square this is going up into like the lead. This is all lead. This is where the pencil go right here, and this is the pencil. Craziness. I was unable to see Lisa from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City up here on the stage. I really was. And that lash hang on for dear life. That one little piece of glue holding it together. That there was no dip. This girl does not dip. I watched that lady do a nice little swing around town and fall down. This was the cleanest it's going to look tonight, because when we see it later, it's going to be painful to watch. But this little spin around town and land on the ground bit, at least was a lot cleaner than the other one, but that was not a dip, children. And I know because you see the leg out and all that, you're like, no. No. Lots of placements that were a little wrong in the way that was positioned. It was not good. When T.S. Maston called it a death drop, I was like, you know what? I actually agree. I agree, because that's exactly what was happening. That was not a dead. That was certainly to the death. That was as hard as I can hit the ground, I'm going to do it, which when y'all if you ever go into ballroom and you learn how to vote, you're going to learn that the girls aren't throwing their entire weight on the ground. Like, that's not happening. Like, even the dramatics that you see, like, there is control and it is important. So it just drives me wild when people see stuff on TV and they're like, oh, they're just flaying themselves around. No, honey, no. It's there's reasons why there's practice, why they have like Friday keys where they all get together for a couple of hours and rent out a studio, bitch, and then like sit there and just play around, because like they're learning and also getting sets together and working on routines for when they go to the ball, because they're also more than just individual numbers. They have to do house numbers too. A life I formerly lived a long time ago when Bartini's was still around. Dee Dee's was doo-doo. And I was like, no. This whole group was poots, Mackenzie. I blame the song and I blame them for getting in their own heads. It was terrible. And nobody knew about disco or funk. Go, Go, Go by Glam. This was the cleanest group for me in terms of choreography, as well as presentation from the queens in terms of how they did what they did. Mia, you ate that, even though this sounded silly. I do a little dilly. Hated that fucking shit. Hated the way this song sounded like a theme to fucking Full House. I thought I was watching a whole like choreographed routine to a Full House episode, and one of the motherfucking twins got up there and found out that it had no rhythm and had to watch the girls dance without there. She learned a lesson that day. Stephanie, no, that was the older one. What was the little girl's name? I don't remember. I didn't watch Full House like that. That wasn't my ministry. I knew its existence, but I didn't see any on there, so it was sometimes hard to watch. I was like, "This is a lot of just children going through things." It's a lot of girls in here. Oh my goodness! But it did sound like a brand new child. Yeah, Michelle. There we go, Michelle. Thank you. I swear to you, it was. Days go by. It's a different time with family. No, wait, that's Family Matters. I meant to do everywhere you look, everywhere it's a place, That's how we do this. They all sound the same. That's what I'm thinking about it. Oh my god. They literally could be the same song with like one guy sitting in a room where it's like a little bit in another room. The way I finished the song and realized what it was, by the time I went, I said, "Wait." I said, "Whoa, that was not Full House. That was a little too soulful. It was the everywhere you is a place, it's a time of new me." There we go. Told you I didn't watch Full House like that. They didn't get a black friend until a couple seasons. Okay, listen, moving on. I know, right? Somebody was about to come out. I mean, Discord do it every day. Okay. But no, this group was cool. I liked it. Ken, you did a good job, sister. I love the voice. That leg was up. Ken, that leg was up. It was up there. Now that's not no Eureka kick. Eureka would be kicking at 3 and 4 fucking o'clock, sister. No, no, no. Not you, mother. That leg was up. You see how that foot is flat up like that? I said, okay, all right. That leg is up there. So I was so proud. Go ahead, girl. Because you know how the girls like to go, I'm big and I can kick all the way up there. No, you be stretching your legs, sister, but you're not kicking. That's a kick. You did that right, Mom. I said that mother is up there. I enjoyed it. I also thought Sierra did a good job too. It felt like I was watching a PBS program. I mean, currently there is no funding because this administration, but like I thought I was watching a little late, I thought Miss Molly was about to sit on the floor and start stretching her legs at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock. But yeah, it was cute. It was cute. And this was all cute. Nene sounded terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm just glad she made it through it. And Mikey Meeks, I thought, was a great closer for it, but her outfit did not match the rest of the group as much as I wanted it to. I still think that their routine, the full choreographed number, was just fabulous. So Mia being the top, definitely being in charge of the girls for that, really was earned and well for it. So yes. Mm-hmm. The Tucked-Aways. Cherries is the song. I like the song. I like the song. The song was great. Before they even touched the song, it was to me the better song out of the three. I still think group 2 for pop was the cleanest in the run throughs, but like the song was the kind of a bop. So I thought to myself, oh baby, this was a trap set up by whoever was in production. I'm thinking y'all made this on purpose happen this way, where they wouldn't want the song that actually is going to be the better song, and everyone's fighting for the shit songs. And then here we go, we actually find out this, that, and the other. Yet I can't say that because everyone listens to the songs and they thought they liked them, but I would have been looking very crazy in the room because I would have fought for this one. I would have fought for Punk. I would have. I'm sorry. I would have fought for Punk. Let's talk about them individually. Discord, you have a very awesome group of people who surrounded you and made sure that we could not see every movement you made. And you should be thankful for that. This is actually a real shot during Discord solo part. I'm not bullshitting you. And I hollered, but I also thought this is super smart. You literally covered this lady, and she can do whatever the fuck she wants to do behind them. Anything she wants in her imagination. Use them as like a drum set. Use them as a guitar. Do anything not to do with dancing in a situation where you have to be the focal point. This was brilliant. Y'all are good for that. Go off. And so this was enjoyable. Vita, it definitely feels that you enjoy rock. I don't know about ministry, but it definitely feels that you enjoy the music and you listen to it in the car. Briar was kind of the key. I was here for Tangerine Garofalo up in this piece. She was giving a little sex kitten. She was throwing her little padded ass around, sister. I was like, oh, okay. Work, mother. I enjoyed it. I think she is beat too. I really do. I think she is beat filthy in that face. Oh, the mug is good. I was here for Bri. Bri did good. Jane, I'm sorry, I hollered because Jane goes and I won't want to beat ya, and then it's like I cannot bend like that. Like it ranged from comedy to the category for punk rock and kept going back and forth, and the ebb and flow of this was really good. And it was very entertaining to watch. I was like, oh, this was a surprise. Okay, Jane. Like, I was having a cackle watching Jane's performance. I just thought it was really good. That tested positive for slaying or whatever. That got RuPaul bad. Like, that got RuPaul bad. She was like, oh, that was actually really funny. Like, that was good. And Mama did everything that Ru likes when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I said, okay, Jane, you did that. Jane do. Cut up. That leg is up. Do you understand me? That leg is up there into the space stratosphere. Also, Juicy, this wig is so good on you. This whole look was so good on you. Bitch, this gives me a custom character in Tekken 8 tees. You hear me? Like, please let me put Ling Xiaoyu into this outfit and let me just do the whole juggles with this whole look. Please, baby. It's good. Juicy's was fine. Overall, this was the best group. And I was kind of happy for them just because it was the song that everybody didn't really want. Discord wants the song, but nobody acts like they wanted it. They really wanted the song. They played into those strengths and it kind of worked out in their favor. So I have to give it to them. This was my favorite out of all the groups. I still think group 2, which was the pop group, had the best choreography, was the cleanest one, and was the most visually appealing in those regards, while group 1 can be let my people go. Okay? Let them go, because my God in heaven, that was awful. I do remember Juicy auditioning for So You Think You Can Dance, but you know how they feel about the queer. Never mind, let me stop. You got to be a certain kind of queer. Little mask for mask tees they normally go for over there. Let me stop doing that. They don't always, but let me be quiet. I'll tell you what this man told me in one of the auditions I had when I lived in LA. I wish you weren't so, like. Can you be more masculine? I was like, sure. I did not get the role. Okay, mind your neck, your back, your putty, and your crack is the category. Showing off your best body part is basically all they're asking of you to do. Yes, Ebony, that happened to me one time. I also almost was on a very popular web series show that everybody watched where you got to test and try things, and I almost was on it several times. So many of the final calls for those, and never the final you're going to be on. And I'm really mad about it still. That was one of my heartbreaking moments when I was out there because I wanted to do that show so bad. I wanted to do it so bad. Because also, like, you always put in some non-funny gay in there. Like, put me in there. I got it. I did not fill the quota. Okay. Let's talk about Athena Dion first. Make sure before you go any further, hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Bag family, and leave a comment in the comment section afterwards talking about this episode, what your highs, your lows, your yeses, your nos, and what you hope to see in the future for this season. And if you want to drop it to people in my jar, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants. Cash App $Matt924 and Venmo Matty-Rants. If you want to vote in the live chat, go ahead and do so with numbers. Like 1. 1 means everything. It sends across the board. 2, it's okay. You change some things. It's not the worst thing you've seen. It's not the best thing you've seen. You would do something a little bit different. 3, it's a chop. And 4, hell, because we have now added 4 to this list. Chop, she can live another day. Chop sometimes can find their ways back to reality again. You're a chop one day, but you could be serving tins the next. 4 means never. Ever. Athena Dion, her back. I'm giving this a 1. I'm giving it a 1 because normally I would be okay with this, but I was kind of here for the presentation, for the full coat being pulled off, pulling it to the back, it becoming another garment in itself. Presentation was fully clear. I also felt like she needed a 1 after this week. Oh. But no, I'm giving it a 1. I liked it. Not banish this out of realms. Darlene Mitchell, her skin. 1.5. I like it. There are things I'm like, no. But I kind of live because it gives what I feel Darlene wants me to see of them. I don't know. This one I thought was kind of interesting. I don't hate it. I feel like this is very dark. I wouldn't put this nowhere in the same level as some of the other looks I saw this week, but I also find this to be such a like her thing, and it kind of breathes a little bit for me. Burger titties, you know, like a really fucked up tan line. Hollow Eve. Wait, aren't this you not Hollow Eve of the Hallows Eve, who I got the chance to meet? You probably wouldn't even remember. Was it Precinct or was it at just what was that place in LA? I got to see you perform. Hold on, Hollow Eve, that's you, baby. Shout out to you. All my love to you, baby. Kissy kissies. Big fan. I got to see you perform one time and I was blown away. I was like, I was telling my friend David Laugh. I was like, baby, did you what like Dragula wasn't doing it. Like I needed to see this live to like really understand the full feel. If that's you, baby, all my love to you. If you just have her, their name, like, okay, all right. Help, I'm not her. I love her. Okay. I have to ask because sometimes people do stop by from the shows that come through the reviews now. So thank you for clarifying that. But we're still going to keep that response because I did get to see Hollow perform and it was everything. It was everything. I'll never forget it. And that was one of my favorite times of living in LA. I got to see so many drag performances. Oh, so good. But yeah, Hollow, if you ever get a chance to see Hollow's Eve, woo! Powerful stuff, baby. It was good. I was taken there. I had chills. I think it is wild. And you know what? No. Let me not say that. Fuck it. No, I said I was going to go there. Got my bonnet on. I think it's wild. She said her face. I think it's wild. I can't think of any other body part, but that wouldn't have been my answer. But that is a very strong and very confident answer. I said, go ahead, baby. Now, here's the thing. I appreciate this for the level of what this is in reference to as far as the culture. Like in certain homes, specifically in Asian households, with them having a picture up of somebody. I mean, shoot, even in Black households. Sure, we have it in other households, but really in Asian culture, I've seen that where there is almost like a shrine that's set up to a loved one who has passed or someone who they're praying for. And they put all the things around them that mean things. So I appreciated that aspect of it. This is not cute. And the fact that it's your face, oh, honey, it's a chop. No, to hell. It's a chop. Like you said, your face, and then that's what we got with that mud. Oh, nah, we good. It's all right. Next time. Now, the wig didn't even help you. Next time, maybe. Maybe next time. It gets worse though, because here come Didi Fuego. Didi Fuego does have nice legs. The legs get a 1. The legs get a 1. Everything else about this can burn in hell. Girl, what? A leotard that don't fit, a loofah with a couple of random. No, I like Didi, but I did not care for this. This is full chop, dismissed. No ma'am. I like this, however, and I love you, Mia Starr, because I'm rooting for your sister. Maybe this could have been open, like something like Michelle had a point, even though I'm also like, you've also let things pass by that have been fully faced and covered, so let's not act like you ain't done that. But I wanted just a peekaboo in here, if you will. I needed a peekaboo or something with this one. I need a peekaboo. A peekaboo or something with that, with the face. I like the silhouette of this, but I thought the whole, like, my neck and then my crack and then this, that, and the other. I was like, it's all right. But I needed something here. Something there. Something in the eyes, at least. But yeah, they do pick and choose when they want to like stuff like this. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I need to see your face. Like, you have let things pass before. Don't do that. Kenya Pleaser. Her everything. Bitch, when they said flying squirrel friend, Kenya, I'm sorry. RuPaul said that shit. I hollered. I was like, this lady just called her a flying squirrel, bitch. I'm weak. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm upset. It's a good 2 for me. I like the front of this versus the back of it. I like the front and the walk and presentation for that. I didn't care for the back. The back wasn't my favorite. Hold on, go back to Ken. Yeah, I thought this was pretty, but I was like, I don't like the back, but the front is fine. And the face was mugged. So I was like, okay, work, sister. But I just was like, not the back. The front's right, though. Sierra missed her eyes. I was like, is she doing a Carol Burnett reference like how Jane Don't was doing one? Because this also reads Carol to me. Specifically, a Carol, one of the episodes I believe she did where she was wearing a Bob Mackie dress. I like this dress. I like elements of it. It's not a complete like 1 for me. I'm like 1.5, a little 2. Something about the flavor of this. I wish it was a little bit different in certain. Okay, I gotta say it because I'm reading it, but I also agree. Sometimes I want it to be a little bit different, but I also like that it's her own signature thing too. So I'm very conflicted with how to be like, don't do your own shtick, because it's your own shtick. Like, who the fuck am I, right? It kind of took me out a tad bit because it camp, great, good, but this is so beautifully polished that I almost wanted that lip to be like a severe lip for once, like just a severe lip. But yeah, I still think this is great though. It's beautiful. Shout out, we got 200 plus people in this live right now. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. Drop it to people if you feel like it and leave a comment afterwards. Nene Coco, her brain. I will fight y'all on this one. I like this. I don't give a fuck. I like this one. I don't care. I did. I liked it a lot. She also can walk and pose for filth. This lady be sitting in her body. Do you catch it when she poses? She be I'm like, oh, Nene, don't hurt him. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. Like that is that she rocks in her body and then like she'll like almost bounce how she'll stand still and give this severeness to. It's what Discord wants to do, low-key. I love this hat with the brain. I love the dress. I love the gloves. And she made it, making it that we do extra points for that. I love it. I don't know what it was about it, but I was like, I live. I just do. I don't know why, but everything about it is so aesthetically pleasing to me. I just love it. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. Moving on. I was here for it, sister. Mikey meeks her legs. This was silly in the best kind of way. I liked it. Now it's a little simple with, a little pinup-esque moment, a big wig, very that. So I'm gonna give it a nice high two, but I am just enamored with the Mikey Meeks. Her makeup is everything. And I love this wig. This very pinup doll-esque. Such a pretty mug. Oh my god. And I love the back for rent. I love it. I love it. I loved it. I loved it. I think it's very cute. Everything about that was cute. And then it was very cute. Discord Adams, her back and her crack. I see a lot of crack. Are her legs broken? I mean, I'm gonna ask the lace line, if anything, because like Caucasian lace line, dark paint round, can't see it. Looks like you got a tan line, but we know it's that Caucasian lace line. Okay, sorry, but yeah, I kind of like it, but when it moves, I am taken out a little bit. I wouldn't want to put Bond on as a perk to see her across the fucking map as I'm doing a generator, if you will. I would be happy at the end of us getting to the exit gate. Oh, you made it because you're standing still. If it moves, I'm going to walk. But like, good for her. Yeah, I don't want to see it move. It just is doing a lot. So good for her that. But like, look back at the judges like, you see me eating. I couldn't believe they kept that in. Production, you're so fucking messy for that. You let that lady think they're eating. No, my God. The fact that they're just having a giggle. Them motherfuckers having a giggle. This lady turn around like, yeah, I'm pumping that step. Bitch. This is Madison's first time having to see it. So there is a lot of confusion with T.S. Madison. It is Michelle having to turn to her bestie to be like, girl, again. And this is Rue. When are we going to tell her? When are we going to tell her? Well, she's not on the top this week. So when are we going to tell her? Because we're going to have to talk about it sometime. We got to. We can't just let this keep happening. I think they're just now doing it on purpose just so we have a giggle. I think at this point we're just now gonna like she'll be safe just for laughs. No, oh. Do the disc score stop? Come on. Now clap your hands, everybody. Make sure you're off beat. Put your foot down really hard and bend those ugly knees. Make sure that you're stiff when you're walking across. No, let me stop. All right, Vita Von T star her butt. Because y'all was about to have me go into a song. I have to stop myself. This is not the church. This is not a Sunday. This is not a Sunday. This technically would be my Sabbath. But Vita Von T star her butt. I'm kind of glad she never took off the hat and she let that sucker hang low the whole time. I thought that was so puss. I was so happy she didn't take off that hat. I was like, okay. I've seen this look before, and that's fine. It's still very well done, and the presentation was severe. But again, she kept that hat on, and that made it that much right. It made it so right because it was just little tips of it, little tippy pool. Like, yeah, it was very like you go see a little bit, and then keep on going. Oh, I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Briar blush. RuPaul said briar patch. I don't know why that tickled me, but that was so funny. Briar patch blush. I think she called her a Cabbage Patch Kid. I hollered at that, but I think this is great. I don't know why, but this is actually this is fucking iconic. I don't give a fuck. This lady said finger. Can you imagine you're being told body parts? Everyone else's ass, legs, chest, face, neck, my finger. My finger. I love this stupidity so much. I'm sorry. And it was the way it was like, whoo. It was so briar. My toe would have been hilarious too. Can you imagine if someone like wore an all like nothing but garment, full head to toe, and then one right toe is just peeping out? Can you imagine? Oh, that would be everything. I'd be hollering. If it's done right, I would be hollering. It should have been the middle finger. I think they did that on purpose, making sure because if they flick them off too much, it might be too much. Versus just the poo finger. Poo finger. Well, when you wipe, what's the first finger that got? I'm just playing. What if someone did my soul? And they came out there and they just like ripped open their chest and fully like exposed themselves into the world. This like demonic entity popped out, and then it's basically, Late Night with the Devil. If you haven't seen that movie, such a good movie. All right, moving on. Why did I get really dark with that one? Have you not seen that movie? If you like horror movies, watch Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, I believe in Jesus over here, but I gave that movie my time, and it was everything. It was really good. I loved it, actually. That ending was wild. I thought this was great. And Jane Don't with her mouth, this is cool. I'm always brought back to the world of Mo Hart in the days of the comic, eyes and mouth and this, that, and the other. And I love that I do see that often with others, whether it's different interpretations, references from different designers too. But I thought that Jane's was very clean, and I love this mouth. I do. I thought it was very, very clean, and she presented it well. Also, the Carol Burnett reference, I'm a sucker for it because I was a fan of the Carol Burnett show. When it wasn't considered a super classic. It was just like vintage television before it was a super classic. Juicy LaDion, her left leg, and this was explained that there was a surgery that was done on her leg, and they felt a little insecure about it, but the leg healed properly and great, and so they're proud of it, and this is them showing it off in a very Schiaparelli referential moment. I love this outfit very much. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Love how the inside of it too is shining like that, reflective, so the light hits it and it makes the leg pow that much more. I love that. That's fabulous. Very good. Can you imagine being up there and RuPaul's like, Athena Dion, Darlene Mitchell, Mandy Mango, Didi Fuego. I'm sorry, my dears, but your group is in the bottom this week, and you are all up for extermination. It's a group challenge? To then be preceded by Mia Starr, Jane Don't. You are the tops this week. That means everybody else is safe. It's not a group challenge. That was funny to me. I'm sorry. I had a high cackle. I said, you have 2 tops and 4 bottoms is wild work. And then what makes it even funnier is you would have got me thinking, oh shit, it's a group challenge. So if our group was at the top, we win. I get a W. No, sister. One of you from your teams get to stand up here. Jane clearly is winning this because once I saw Mia's outfit, I knew they were going to come for that. And I said, oh, it's going to go to Jane. The end. But the other 4 were up for interpretation. We knew Mandy was going to be in trouble because she was in trouble last week. She said she was going to do better. By the production gods, it's your time to be in trouble again. Athena also was like literally going through it. You know, Athena, you're perfect. No. You look great in your outfit, but that no soul. It had this and the other. You're in a position where you're in the bottom. And you're supposed to be this top echelon girly. All that kind of stuff. Darlene Mitchell had a personal moment on the stage, and it was like this beautiful thing because they received her kind of drag, but also said there needs to be some touches and editing here, but they see her, so it was kind of good to hear. And then Didi Fuego got dragged, low key, high key, all keys, all of it. They were like, "What is going on with this makeup? What happened here with the performance?" It just lacked a whole lot. Jane got rave reviews. Me got good reviews, but they just wanted something different with the look because the face was covered. And that was really Michelle making that point very evident. Athena is saved, as is Darlene Mitchell. By far one of my favorite screenshots I've ever gotten with this show to show 2 people who are up for extermination while a family of 3 is back there in full happy tears that their matriarch is not going home. You cannot make that up. I thought this was a great shot. I was like, whoever in production said, we're going to keep this frame in, you did that. Round of applause for you, sweetheart. Like the front of the stage, it's, oh my God, this is it for me. In the back of the stage, never would have made it without you. Like, real talk. They're going to go to church tomorrow. They forgot to pay their tithe, and now that the blessing has happened, they got to remind Jesus that they're still in favor. Like, real talk. Real talk. I thought that was so funny to me. But oh, look at that. A family that's tan and colorful. Mandy Mango, I'm going to say Mangrove over time. And Didi Calcifer's Burnt Flame, I guess, over here, Fuego, did a song by Dove Cameron I didn't know existed until yesterday called Too Much. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All my opinions about Didi Fuego and Mandy Mango in this moment are not to be taken personally. These are just my views, and these people should not receive any hate. Okay? All right. But I'm about to talk about these 2 people for about a good 5-10 minutes here, maybe 20 if I'm really long-winded, but I'm going to give it a good 10. Less than that, probably a good 7. This was horrible. Both sides. Double elimination. Immediately. Y'all got me fucked up. Should have been a double sachet away. One, way too much. The other, what's going on? Like, that's the show. This is for this song. They both should have gone home. Both should have gone home. Both. Get them out of here. First of all, the most uncomfortable reveal into a dance outfit I think I have ever seen is crazy. Bitch, the way the awful wig came off to then reveal what I'm going to have a field day looking at over here as all of the tchotchkes that were on the table come crashing down. It was so awkward. Didi is over there. I'm showing a leg. I'm posing. Do you hear the music? There's a happening. Get into the mix, sister. What's going on? Where is the fway? It looks like you about to go. Ain't no fway, just go. This looks like a custom outfit on Kate Denson, about to get taken out on her second hook in Raccoon City. Very specific. Love to my DVD people. Boo. 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 I love to whack. I was waiting to see it. Sister, I saw them wrist flailing. I've seen Pangina whack down. I was like, I don't know what that was. I thought you were shaking away mosquitoes. Whacking. I was like, girl, that no. That's whacking. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no whacking over there, sister. I see you like to do things, but you don't know how to do. But I was like, okay, bet, let's go. Like dipping, don't know how to do that either. But Didi, as much as I'm gonna drag Mandy for that mess, I was like, what is Didi doing the whole time? What is she doing? Like, you're posing, you're just pointing. It was so underwhelming. And I hate to say that, but I was like, no, Mandy did have actually a great moment to where I was like, she didn't have to do all that. She was winning just based off of you taking all that shit off and standing there with your hairline like that, looking crazy with the little last eyelash that could. But Didi sat over there ready to get in the bathtub with Mr. Bubbles and not make one scrub. I was like, what the fuck is going on over here? Are you going home? Is this what's happening? We talking about Discord, but you're not doing shit. This is when Lisa from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Mandy Mango, did it for me. Lisa Barlow looking ass. When we went into the and it gave a little bit of that K-pop drop, a little moment there, I said, okay, that was cute. I was like, Mandy got me here. I was like, I'm locked for that part. Go off, girl. It will stop there. That will be my last compliment for the rest of this lip sync in reference to her, and I won't have anything good to say about. Yes, I will. There is one thing I want to say good about Didi that I liked. She looked like how I think Whitney thinks Lisa Barlow looks in her head. You know what I'm saying? Very that. Like how Whitney perceives what Lisa gives. Drew, thank you so much for the tippy pool on Venmo. Double elimination. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Didi went over there and was like, I'm going to do this very fast part slow. The first fall, because that's what happened. The first fall, leg all wrong. Ass hit the ground before anything else. Back, next, head last. Foot on the girl. I was like, yo, just threw herself on the floor. No, ma'am. Didi over there. Yada da 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 da. Like what? It's a different song she's performing. Gots to be. I love you, RuPaul and Michelle Visage, so much. The way y'all, every time she did it, looked at each other. The fact that they caught it multiple times of RuPaul having to move her head, because it was Michelle doing that to Ru for Discord's walk. But when Mandy fell from the planet Mercury, found her way drifting through space, caught in an atmospheric pull into Earth by gravity, and then landed in a cement building full of nothing but harsh hammers, nails, and rocks. More than once. They caught it every time they looked at each other. And these two were like, what the fuck? It is RuPaul laughing and looking at Michelle, and Michelle going, ooh, because she knows that hurt. Because you did not land soft nor at all. You threw your whole body on that floor. Like, why? They are a nurse, so they probably have good health care. They're probably covered. Trey, thank you so much for the tippy on Venmo. Appreciate you, my baby. A heart back right to you. Thank you so very much. I'm talking about Ru was like, what is going on? What is happening? And it's these two. Because, I was messy today. It's Tia's Madison going, yes, but her face not moving to let you know, I just want to encourage you, baby, but please get the fuck up. She went, yes. And it's done. Is she dead? Did she die? Did my song do that? Oh my god, it's gonna be so iconic. Oh my god, people are gonna be talking about my song Kill the Drag Queen. That's what that was giving. Like I said before at the beginning of this episode, RuPaul's Drag Race and the NFL have now another thing in common, which is possibly a lawsuit about concussions and not having proper medical care on standby in reference for these situations. It's a very dangerous environment. You've had Eureka on multiple seasons, and that's how dangerous I know this environment is. Be more careful. Dee Dee walking around looking like she's about to give someone a bath in nobody's tub. Hell is happening here. Holy shit. Yeah. Rue's face. Can't make that up. Rue was winning. What? Why am I still here? I'm telling you, this season, the show's about to be over with based on these kind of moments now. It's gonna be, I'm tired of being here. Y'all come up here and do this nonsense. This one part when in the song, Dove Cameron is, I think, speaking to herself, or I guess the audience, is the only part to me that Dee Dee chewed on a bit, where I was like, this is the key. Go ahead, sister. But then after this part, and I guess we need to go into the last stunt or something of the sorts. Now, if you look like this going into a dip, that's not going to be that. I'm going to tell you that right now. I thought she had life and she was just doing a vault. I'm doing a lot of DVD today. Bitch, Laura Croft has more grace. Whoa! It looked like someone took a bat and swung it and hit you in the stomach and you was like low-key going down. That's how specific I need to get, but nothing of a dance move, nothing of the sorts. You're losing your fight. Someone just took out the people beating you up, but Sharkeisha, no. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. No wig on or nothing, sister, over here. All my life I had to fight, baby. You about to roll up with a bicycle trying to get back in your niece's good graces. I can't do it today. When she hit that ground, and I'm talking about you could see the body go boom. I'm like, oh my God, you didn't have a wig on. You good? Check the back of that baby's head. There's blood on the stage. Had to be. Michelle is, Rue is like not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good, sister. It's really not. I was also laughing at you as well as many other people in reference for this on the TV show, not in person. I don't know you like that. But on this program, this was laughable. But this was unintentionally funny to me. All of this. I was like, this is hilarious. Ain't no way. Dee Dee up here trying to make sure she doesn't get one bruise on her body. Meanwhile, like I didn't know I was playing Smash Brothers and I was just testing out my controls because this is the test dummy right here. Baby, they're about to give me a bat and I'm about to swing and try to break a new record with Peach. Okay? Shout out to my Smash Brother people. Like, no, this game mini game. No. Look at Rue. She was still on the ground that way, just looking at her. Like, what is this? But the thing is Rue's thinking, I have to keep her because we already had non-elimination. If I send 2 home, we've already had this many episodes, and then this other girl up here ain't doing nothing. I mean, let me at least give it to the girl. I mean, she maybe she'll be hurt, and then she'll be like removed next week. I think that's what RuPaul was thinking. We ain't had nobody hurt their ankle in a long time, and maybe she'll get a concussion and have to be out the competition. So maybe in the spirit of the earth that I dig from, whether I put bodies in it or not, or possibly take it out and give it to other people for resources that need. I think it's best if we let this little girl hurt herself just a little bit, and then she could go home, and then I could be not responsible, and I kept my quota of hurting someone as an elder gay. Yeah, I think that's where Rue was at with that one, very much. Because you keep talking about ageism, but let me tell you something. If you've seen that old people episode of South Park, you know we're going to get in them cars and run you over, girl. That's what's going to happen. It's really not. This is absolutely a disclaimer because by now you've either gotten the joke or you have ran away from me or you have said, fuck this mother, the rest of it. But you know what else is fun? Being here, laughing at RuPaul, laughing at Mandy Mango, making a whole nonsensical judgment of jumping from the sky above to the ground below. I have never seen somebody go so fast from being so high to being so low in my life. And we literally saw Diddy going to jail. Whew. It makes a whole new meaning for how's your neck. So, Nine-Tail Phoenix got a super chat in. Thanks, babe. Didi Fuego was slightly above Charlie Hides. At least she moved across the stage. Right, Nine-Tail. Right. Thank you, Jesus, for therapy. Thank you for also self-restraint. I've gone off the rails a few times tonight, but that's all right. You know my heart's in a good place, but you know where I wanted to go with that joke. And you also were like, Matthew. Yes, because I know he was Matthew, not Matty. Right, cool. Okay, bet. You have this as your income. Don't go there. Because they're already looking. Yeah, I know, right? Right, exactly. Okay, bet. So, like, don't. Because, like, you got a call. I know, God. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Matthew. So please get them for me, but don't get them for me, right? Because, you know, yeah, 2 children. I know. How to get a second one. You asked of it, God. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Amen. I brought you into one of my prayers, by the way, because low-key, this is how I low-key think God talking to me. Like, I always feel like there's a presence that is going to be, if he's talking to me, he's not going to be able to say, hello, Matthew. I don't think that. I think he speaks to everybody in a different way. For me, it'd be like, really? Really? Come on. Come on. Like, come on, kid. Anywho, what's wrong with me? Everything. And I thank you so much for being here today. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Come to this RuPaul family. Shout out to Spencer, new Patreon member. Enjoy the reaction. Man Fuego and Mandy Mango lip synced. And Mandy Mango was saved. They were saved. Someone asked a question I want to answer. Where is it? Ethereal Inbee. Which was more chaotic, Maddie? Mandy Mango here or Electrofence? Electrofence. As much as I want to give it to Mandy for like almost like dying in front of us, like in real time on MTV, which is madness. But like people have done it for less on lesser networks. I remember seeing what was a very small young man on the ground, almost looking like a roach being sprayed with Raid, doing breakdancing moves in full padded regalia, looking absolutely wild. I will never forget that day. It was like everything in the kitchen sink got thrown. I will never forget that day. Mandy was desperate, but she also didn't have somebody who was good going against her. So low key, oh my God, another Dead by Daylight reference. Mandy was the equivalent of a new survivor being in a game who is running around the map, basically being chased by nobody because they think they're constantly being chased. Where if they turned to their left and saw what Didi Fuego was doing, Mandy would not have to go so hard. But I also think she wanted to prove herself that she wasn't bad after being bad the first week and then being bad the second week and then telling us all, beware of the performance challenges, which now all the queens are like, oh, okay, so we don't have to be aware of that. What do we need to be aware of? So Didi Fuego was eliminated by the hairs on her chinny chin chin, according to Kenya. Listen, I like a little mask for mask tease every now and then, but sometimes you got to give a blouse a little work. So I would ask for Didi Fuego to continue on with their journey because I like Didi. I wanted to see more from her. I thought this was a wild runway, and they honestly got the shit under the stick by not being picked, or well, in reality, they kind of wanted the disco song. There's just no funk. I did like a little Didi. I did. I like Didi. Maybe we'll see her again. She was good. There was some good TV there. I think there could have been a couple more moments, but like it was not the luck of the draw this time. And they went against well, whatever they went against. It was a storm on that stage. Did y'all like Untucked? Untucked was kind of okay this week. There was just a couple of, lots of discord, having a conversation about people who ain't in the room at the same time. Juicy feeling bad about their mama being in trouble. Briar making fun of their mama. Juicy laughing about their mama being made fun of. Everybody being like, Athena, Athena, Athena. And then they're getting into what's going to happen, what's going to go on, and what's going to go down. Who's in the top and who's not. Pow, wow, 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 wow. Mia knew she wasn't going to win based off of her critiques. Jane was happy. And I'll give Athena this. This was actually a mature-ass response here where she did not blame her team for what happened. She supported the team, said, yeah, I was in my head and we could have done this better and all that, but I still support my girls. We did the best that we could do, and I'm just going to stand on that. I'll give Athena that because she could have easily dragged Didi into the oblivion and beyond because Didi low-key threw her name out there on stage. And Athena didn't do that backstage. She was like, no, I'm going to let that go. I'm gonna be right here. I'm going to be nice. It does feel like she got humbled a little bit, and she's over it right now and feeling very low. Even Briar was like, I don't even want to fuck with you right now because, like, I don't like even seeing you like this. Because, again, she likes playing with her, but she's like, I don't even want to play with you right now because I don't like seeing you low. See, like, it's playfulness with the Athena thing, but, it's very much that. So, it was just a little cute little key. Cute little key, that's all. She said face, girl. That is a gag. But yeah, for Michelle Visage to tell you, Didi, that Athena can help you with that mug. I mean, I take the advice because Athena's mug's everything. If it was me up there and I was getting the same critique, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Thank you, Michelle, for the tippy poo. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's likable. I'd like to see Didi perform or host a show or something. I'd be there for it. I'd be down. I got my dollars, excuse me, ready because they do more than one of it. I like Briar. Some of my panel members don't feel it for her, but I'm like, I like Janine Garofalo with a tan. I live for little bronzy Janine. Damn, it's just kind of a key. I like her. I don't want her to leave soon. Something about her playfulness and foolery is actually very like refreshing and entertaining. I was reading the live chat. I forgot I was doing a live. I am so sorry. Y'all, I kid you not. This is me reading y'all's live chats. In my head, agreeing. Or being like, I don't know. That's it. I'm just doing that. My bad. All right, everybody. Me and this little pimple on the side of my face over here. Where are you at? There you go, sister. I shouldn't have touched it. That's why it's so right now. But I wanted to have a little sugar in my diet now that my blood levels are so, like, the sugar levels are so down for me. I'm so hyped. All that working out I've been doing. So I've been enjoying a little bit of my, like, fantasy of sweets and treats. I still don't drink juice. And I don't have alcohol often, like, with, like, mixed beverages like that. So I only drink water and coffee, like, 7 days a week. But I enjoy my sweets through pastries, and every now and then, if it's ice cream though, I have to do sugar free because that stuff be loaded. Compared to the other things, I know me with ice cream, I'd be like, ah. But like, yeah, and cookies and cupcakes, and I love that. Those are my favorite sweet treats. Okay, anywho, thank you so much for being here. I had such a good time with y'all today. This was fun. And it wasn't like 3 hours, which I felt myself going down that road and I was like, stop it, Matthew, stop it. It was still a long review, so I did my job. Kept you busy for this long time. We had 200 plus people here. How you doing? I do love peanuts as well. And this is probably why I got that pimple, not even gonna lie to you. It's probably the peanuts, all that fat. I mean, because peanuts are fatty. It's good protein, but you're not supposed to have like a lot of them. And I low-key cleared that whole tin of peanuts in a day. I can't help it. They're so good. Peanuts are everything. Nuts are great. Nut is great. I love a good nut in my tummy. It's so good. A peanut, a cashew, a macadamia nut, a walnut, bitch. Oh, yes. In my tummy you go. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Plant it and let it grow. I love almonds. I'm the only person that I know that loves an almond joy. I hate that. Get into the coconut. Coconut is good. I hate that y'all don't like coconut. There's a lot of you I know that don't like coconut. I'm like, why? It's so good with chocolate and like an almond. It's so good. I'm also the same person that doesn't like ranch dressing, so we can fight. I hate ranch dressing. I don't know what y'all see in sour milk with little dots in it. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want. Take away my black card. You can't. But like I'm unable. Ooh, mounds are good too. I just cannot do ranch. Like that's been one of my like the lore of me growing up as a child to now as an adult, almost in my 40s. Baby, it will never taste good to me. Ever. It's legume. Well, put that legume in my face. Sorry, I was talking to God, and he was telling me that I still do have a place. Don't let the Christians tell you different. And what you need to do is probably pray over this a little bit because what the hell is wrong with you? Hey, Dane, I'm aware of everything that just happened, and I still am playful with that. That's why I said put that legume in my face. Put it in there now. Put that big legume in my face. You hear that? Yeah, 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 yeah. Legume. It's time to go. It's time to go. We have lost. Not we, because you don't need to be involved in my foolishness. I have lost the plot. This was about Drag Race. Now we're talking about peanuts, caramels, and apple jacks, and find me a piece of something. I don't know what that is that song racist? It feels like it is. Root for the home team. What do you mean by that? What is that supposed to mean? It's very anti that. It's very xenophobic. Don't like it. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. Go to my links and find me in other social media spaces and places and do all that kind of cool stuff. Whatever. I love y'all. I had a great time today. I hope you did too. Forgive my foolishness. Do not send hate to nobody that we talked today. Please don't send hate to nobody. And all the stuff I said today, please don't take too seriously. I'm here just to make y'all laugh and giggle and joke about a couple of things and make some jokes that may not be the most fun for everybody, but it's not meant to hurt those folks. But I totally get when somebody does feel away. So no hard feelings, I promise. I look crazy too. Not every day like you, but like whenever I want to. So yes. And JMCL, thank you so much for the tippy poo. I appreciate you, baby, over here catching tail end of the live. Thank you, my love. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the tippy poos today. Thank you for the super chats. Hope you had fun. The panel will be back again soon. I don't know if we're going to get it by the end of this month or by next. I think we're going to do one a month is probably what's going to happen. But I'll let y'all know when that comes back. But I will see you tomorrow for the Traders episode 1 and 2 for season 4 of the Traders. That was so out of order and totally wrong phonetically. Boo. I will see you tomorrow for my review of episode 1 and episode 2 of Traitors season 4. That so I make my microphone go out so much better. So catch me tomorrow. I will be live at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern. That's the same time the panel used to start on Sundays. And so I'll be live then to talk about Traitors episode 1 and 2. And then Monday, it'll be the same time on YouTube to talk about Traitors again. But I am going to take a pause real quick. I'm going to hop on some Dead by Daylight, but I'm going to go get some dinner because I'm hungry and I have not had a full meal today. I had a light breakfast, and we needed something to eat. So I'm about to go grab me something to eat. I'm going to come back home. And if you're online for some Dead by Daylight, like in the next 30 minutes to an hour, let your boy know because I'm going to be playing. And it'd be cool to play with some of y'all. I have fun every time we do play with Rant Pack. If you definitely want to reach out and let me know, Discord is the best way to do it. Ask Madeline Lestrange. Shout out to my baby Madeline. That's how they hit me up. Like, Maddie, you want to play? And I'm like, sure, let's go. And anybody else, just hit me up on the Discord, and we have a whole gaming group section in there, as well as Drag Race stuff. You can go in there and you can ask requests. Is anybody playing? Anybody doing anything? And that way we go from there. So yeah. Again, all links in the About section. Patreon's available for the reaction. I'll see you tomorrow for Traitors Season 4, Episode 1 and 2. Take care, everybody. I had a great time today. I'm literally like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Bye, everybody. Thank you for my boss. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Take care, y'all.
Listen.